Hey guys, welcome to this part of my online course where I'm going to be helping you achieve fluency. Now, as a native speaker, we use reduction and linking certain sounds together to be able to sound very fluent. We're going to do what I call backwards shadowing. I'm going to teach you the secrets to sounding fluent. So if I was to read this like a robot, I would say, so basically what I have been trying to tell you is that I am not going to be able to make it tonight. Now, and this is what I want you to sound like as a native speaker, okay? At least you're trying to get to that point to sound fluent. So basically what I've been trying to tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. So sorry. Okay? So that's what we're going to achieve. You might have to rewind this video a couple times, practice it, but be patient. As promised, we're going to work backwards. That means we're going to work this way. All right? We're going to work this way. All right? That's called backwards shadowing. It's a method that I've developed throughout the years with my students. But for now, let's keep moving along. So in this instance, we have the T. It's very strong. What I. And this is correct. But if we're going to sound fluent, we can't say what I all the time. This is going to get very tiring and it's going to sound like a foreign speaker. So basically what we do, we convert this T into what I call a flap T. And some teachers call it flapped T. Right? Basically that means that your tongue is going to do this motion. It's going to be a fast D sound. So we're going to take this T and we're going to convert it into a D. And this is going to allow us to put these three words together. These three words together, when I turn that T sound into a D, it's going to sound like this. Would I've. If you notice, I took I have, and I've created what we call a contraction. A contraction. So instead of saying I have, we're going to say I've. So let's put these three together. What I've. So instead of saying what I have, we're going to say what I've. Now we haven't began to work backwards yet. We're not doing the shadowing. What I'm doing right now is I'm explaining each sound so that when we do the backwards shadowing, you're going to understand it. Okay? When we get to this part right here, these two words, trying to, we see that we have another T that we can deal with. And we're going to reduce this T. The same way we reduce the T here and we convert it into a D. Here in this one right here, we're going to actually turn it into this sound, na. Yes, na. So we have flap T here, and we have this reduction of this T right here, na. So we have two reductions and a contraction, I've. In this one sentence, so far we have three tricks that are going to help us sound fluent. Here we have another opportunity for a contraction. Contraction. I have, I've. I am, I'm. And we could further reduce this I'm, and we could simply say Here we have this T, and the same thing we did here, we're going to do here. So I'm going to change this to that Here, we have going to, and now this one you've heard a million times, okay? Gonna. That's all we're going to do, gonna. And here, this to, we're going to simply reduce it and make this sound. T. T. So now you have the reduction and the linking sounds. Here's another reduction. Tonight. Remember, repeat after me. Now we're going to start adding each word one by one, working this way, okay? It tonight. Make it tonight. Make it tonight. Make it tonight. To make it. To make. To make it tonight. To make it tonight. So now we have this part of the sentence is going to sound like this. To make it tonight. To make it tonight. We're not going to say to make it tonight. We're going to say to make it tonight. Let's keep working backwards. Able to make it tonight. Able to make it tonight. BA. BA. Be able to make it tonight. Be able to make it tonight. Make sure that these two words are together. Be able to make it tonight. Let's keep adding words. Remember, this was going to, but now we're going to say gonna. Gonna be. Gonna be. Gonna be able. Gonna be able to make it tonight. Gonna be able to make it tonight. Remember, you have to practice this a couple of times, so you might have to rewind the video and start from the beginning. Let's add this word. Not. So here, let me explain another trick. This T, it's going to disappear. And we're going to do what we call a stop T. And it's going to sound like this. Not. Not. Not going to be able to make it tonight. Not going to be able to make it tonight. Not going to be able to make it tonight. So far we have this much of the sentence. And now I'm going to do it very slow so you can follow along. Not gonna be able to make it tonight. Not gonna be able to make it tonight. Pretty good. Remember this part, that I am, and this converted into I'm, and then now simply I'm just going to say that I'm, because this T turns into what we call a flap T. Flap T. Okay, that's what it's called, the flap T. That I'm. That I'm. That T has to be very fast and light. Da 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 da. That I'm. And make sure you finish with the M. The M, the lips close. M. That I'm. That I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. That I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. That I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. You guys repeat. So now let's move on to this part. Let's take these three And let's put these together. Tell you is. You is. You is. Let's put those together. You is. You is. Tell you is. Tell you is. Tell you is. I don't want to hear tell you is. Tell you is. Tell you is. Don't do that. We want to make it sound fluent. Like this, like water. Fluent. Tell you is. Tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. Tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. Okay? Doing very good. Let's continue. Remember trying to? Trying to. And this becomes na. Yes, it does. Trying to. Trying to. It's almost like saying China. But this, we're going to say tra. Tra. Trying to. Trying to tell you is. Trying to tell you is. Trying to tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. Trying to tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. Remember, be very, very, very patient, and repetition is key. You must practice and practice and practice. This is the only way you're going to get fluent. And if you need one-on-one coaching, you could visit me at italki.com and just look for my name. Just do a search. Go to italki. That's the app. And search for my name, George Jaramillo. As easy as that. All right, guys, let's continue. Let's move on to I've been. Remember, this was I have, and we do a contraction. I've. I've been trying to tell you is. I've been trying to tell you is. I've been trying to tell you is. I've been trying to tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. We're almost done. This was what I have. Right? What I have. Sounds like a robot. What I have. We're basically going to turn that into what I've. Practice with me. What I've. What I've. Da 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 da. What I've. Don't say what I've. What I've. No. It has to be fluent. Very light. What I've. What I've been trying to tell you is. What I've been trying to tell you is. What I've been trying to tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. What I've been trying to tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. And we're finished with the sentence because this part is easy. Just say, so basically. Basically. This A, we can get rid of this A and just say, basically. Basically. You don't have to say basically. Basically. Just say basically. So basically, what I've been trying to tell you is that I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. Rewind this video. Start from the beginning. Do it over and over and over and over and over again until you get it. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next module. Thank you.